Hi there, Marcel. That's right. In fact, residents have begun rebuilding their lives with the little that they have. And of course, we know that disaster management officials from Gauteng government will be visiting. In fact, some officials are already here. We've been told that the building materials would be arrived in about 2 hours' time from now on. I bring in quickly to this conversation Mr. Khoza. He's the Deputy Director General in the Human Settlements Department. Sir, thanks for your time. When are the residents getting?
Well, as you know that in the public service, everything we do it according to a procedure in terms of procurement. We have, however, shortened the period of procuring material that would assist in providing temporary accommodation. We are now awaiting delivery. We were promised delivery today, this afternoon, of the first segments of material that will be allocated to affected families. So this will continue into next week because of the volumes of the material that will be delivered.
Mr. Khoza, are there any plans, though, besides providing these residents with this relief that you'll be providing them today? Are there any plans, perhaps, to provide them with proper structures?
Well, there's a challenge inherent in that. Some of the people, we have received a report from emergency services. They've made an assessment who the residents are and so on. Some of them are illegal immigrants. We are constrained in terms of our programs in providing support, lasting support to illegal immigrants. What we'll provide is humanitarian support because they have kids and so on. We're working with NGO, churches and so on to give relief. However, those that qualify for our services, we would help them to the extent possible. We'll go the extra mile to try and make sure that we provide almost a lasting solution to them.
Okay, so we're talking about housing here.
Yeah, we're talking about housing. As I represent the Department of Human Settlement and Khoza here, it is in the first instance housing and or access to a habitable accommodation for them.
Sir, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate that. All right, that's the Deputy Director General in the Human Settlements Department here in Gauteng, Khoza. Marcel, I just want Linga is going to move with me so that you can see the long queue, the people that are in the queue. They're waiting to be given food and clothes by some members of a church that is currently donating that stuff, that much needed relief to these residents. And you can see there's women with children on their backs. And this, for me, Marcel, talks to the level of desperation that you see in this area as a result of this devastating fire. And of course, we know that some of the building material has been provided by some of the NGOs, like the Gift of the Givers, and some local businesses have actually been donating some of the building material that have been given to some residents who have been able to build their homes. And of course, the need remains huge, Marcel. One community leader was actually saying to me that it's so difficult because you can't, it's hard to choose who you must give this emergency relief to because the need is quite huge. You can see there's also people here that are still also waiting to get those much needed supplies for them and for their children. But most residents that I have been talking to have been clear to me that what they need right now, they need that building material so that they can actually have roof over their heads, Marcel, because that's the most important thing to them. And you can see there's Pastor Mboro here.
I just wanted to know from you, where are these people staying as and when they wait for these building materials to arrive?
Well, Marcel, some people have been able to put up their structures, so some are sleeping in that, in the area already, but others are sleeping, at their relatives and friends. Others, one gentleman was actually saying to me that he hasn't had a decent sleep in about 4 days because of the situation. I quickly want to bring in Pastor Mboro. He's also one of the people that has been providing building material to some of the residents. Sir, how are you?
I'm good, and how are you, sir?
Why did you feel the need to assist? Tell me about the support that you're giving here.
No, well, as the church, as a man of God, God has given us a compassion. Jesus gave his life, and he gave us instruction to show love. So watching people when it rains, it pours on them. We felt that let's get the material for now. Yesterday we just delivered 73 ready-made shacks. Material. On Sunday we left, even day before yesterday we do that. It's just to share the love of God, because that's the role of the church.
I mean, the need, Pastor Mboro, is huge. You can see
it's too much. It's too much. Yeah, this thing, we need to put it among communities, that we start sharing. The Bible says, do unto others as you love them to do unto you. If something hasn't happened to you yet, just if all the communities can work together and help these people.
But what you are providing is, just for now, is relief. Don't you think we need a permanent solution to the problem?
The issue of land, to be honest, it's a big problem. Our people need land and proper land redistribution. Until we resolve that, and also the people who are legal in the country must be legal. Those who are illegal, let them find a way, because there are wars in Africa. We can't throw them out, but let there be a proper system to manage the whole thing, and also empower people to find ways to make money, to work and create jobs.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Okay, that's Pastor Mboro. He's one of the people, Marcel, that has actually been helping this community. I mean, he was just saying just now that they had been able to provide at least 70 corrugated iron structures for the residents that have been left destitute as a result of this fire.
We'll leave it there for now. Malungelo Boy, of course, always on top of things, reporting to us live there from Alexandra.